You're gay. Hello and welcome back, Ravers. It is season 5, episode 13 of Gay Rave. And I know my voice is already gone. This happens every June. It's just a gay voice special, and this is what you're going to get, okay? But I will have you know we have so much to talk about, and so we will overcome, okay? It is Monday, June 8th, when I'm recording this. The Knicks are on tonight, so I'm trying to pop this out before the 8:30 game starts so I can really be locked in because I care now about the MNBA, what is going on. Okay, let's start with last week. Okay, last week I was outside too many days in a row, and that is why it is culminating in this voice. And at work, when people are like, hey, why don't you have a voice? I'm always just like really intense at softball, like I really just get into the game. So I'm lying. They're making me a liar, is what I'm saying. Okay, so last week I went to go see a play on Tuesday. It was really cute. Fallen Angels. Rose Byrne is in it. It wasn't a musical. It was just a play, but I loved it. Mark Consuelos was in it too. And it was a lot of like two women banter and like a lot of like physical comedy. I thought it was fantastic. Okay, Fallen Angels didn't win any Tonys though, of course, because I am, how you say, the kiss of death for everything winning awards. I swear to God. And I get it. Like, I have never won an award either. So I like all these plays that I've seen. I can relate. We have a lot in common in that way. But it's so funny. Like, of the Tonys were on last night on Sunday. We will get into this a little bit. But almost none of the shows I saw won awards. And the ones that did win, I don't even have on my roster. I'm like, what the fuck am I doing? I am such uncultured swine. It's actually crazy. Okay. So that was Tuesday. Wednesday, Liberty game. Couple wins under our belt, you guys. We did it. I brought my gay Adam from volunteering. And let me tell you, it's so beautiful to take people to their first Liberty game. I took Adam from volunteering, who I'm trying to transition to a real friendship, as well as Margaret from my powerlifting gym. I took her on Saturday. So I'm trying to make these like new friends, like from my hobbies, into real friends. And they're going to Liberty games for the first time, and I get to do that with them. It's so fun. I feel like this is like my superpower, aka I'm just like buying their friendship. It's so beautiful. And I do feel like I've met like some of the coolest people through my hobbies, and I'm really glad that I was like out in the world and open to their friendship and like open to meeting them, and they're down for it too. Like, it's just a beautiful thing to be able to meet people and make friends as an adult. I don't know, you guys. I'm just feeling that way. Even like Wednesday, as I mentioned last week, our depression princess, Phoebe Bridgers, was putting on a pop-up show at Madison Square Garden. I, of course, did my donation, was manifesting good vibes, did not ultimately get selected for a ticket, but friends of friends, right? Raver Liz did hook me up with a free ticket from her friend. And so, once again, my fuck-ass hobbies coming in for the win. So happy. Got a last-minute ticket to Phoebe, was able to go. And the ticket next to me was also given to another friend of Liz. And so therefore, by addition, by subtraction, another new friend. Shout out to Hannah. Hopefully you're a new raver. Also went to go to drinks before Phoebe on Thursday with ravers Katie and Spraker and Abigail. And let me tell you, I was getting toasted, if not burnt, okay, at Little Rebel before Phoebe Bridgers. And so by the time I got into MSG, they had it was like a no phones type concert at Phoebe because she was doing like unreleased material, and she wanted it to be very like, closed off, no phones, in person, very present vibes. And it was. So they put our phones in the bags, etc. I go to my seat, very good seat, beautiful. My new friend Hannah wasn't there yet, so I was just chatting up the couple next to me, of course, because can't be on my phone to play all my little games. Sudoku. Okay, just like my stupid little phone games, crossplay, as I do. And so they were down to chat, which we absolutely love to see, especially since they had been sitting there for over an hour. I was a blessing to them. I would like to think that I was a blessing to them. So, of course, I was describing in depth my perfect scenario for the evening, okay? And it was like Phoebe Bridgers comes out, okay? She's doing Kyoto. She's doing Motion Sickness. Then, right, she does all the hits, like say like top 6 hits. Then she brings out Bo Burnham, and they do a duet of That Funny Feeling off of Bo Burnham's album Inside from the special Inside on Netflix. Okay. They do that together. It's beautiful. They're in a relationship. We're laughing and crying. Okay. Then Bo Burnham stays on. He does the entire Inside album from the motion picture Inside on Netflix, all front to back. Okay. Love the whole thing. Then he leaves the stage, obviously. Phoebe comes back out. Surprise, Boy Genius is here. All right. They do all of the record front to back and the hits from their first album. Then Lucy Dacus stays on. She does Forever Is a Feeling and some of the new songs like Planting Tomatoes, as well as Night Shift, obviously. Lucy leaves the stage. All right. Then Phoebe comes back. She says, guess what, you guys? 1975 comes out. Maddie Healy for only like one or two songs, just like a couple of hits, maybe even the sad ones and sort of like a Phoebe Bridgers vibe. Maybe she can get on like do a duet, right? She leaves. Muna comes out. They do Silk Chiffon. Okay, they do Silk Chiffon only. Then they go. Phoebe then ends the show with I Know the End 4 times in a row. She screams for 10 minutes long. I get a priority exit. Okay, so that's my dream scenario. What ended up happening was she played probably like 15 songs, and she did play the hits, which I am grateful for. And she did end with I Know the End. Okay, was spectacular. So it was partially true. I was partially right. But she did like 6 or 7 new songs in the middle, and they were beautiful. Like I was trying to lock in to really like capture the essence, like some like country vibes, obviously some sad vibes. And you know, my coldest take, I think, is that I just like hate when artists play new music because I don't know it yet. Like this new music has not been released yet. It might be recorded, but it is not accessible yet. All right. And I am like not on the Reddit deep cuts, like looking up unreleased Phoebe Bridgers music. Okay. That's just like not the level of depression that I'm in right now. Like I'm actually doing all right. So therefore, I do think that when I see an artist, I want them to play the songs that I know, and I would like to enjoy listening to them perform the songs that I know. All right. And I am excited about new music, but I will be more excited hearing it when I know it. And I am so sorry. Okay. Okay. Obviously had to watch Knicks game 2, watch that out at syndicated. It was amazing to watch it in public. It's just so much fun. And I peed a little bit. It was like all in the fourth quarter. Oh my God, it was spectacular. And my bingo this Wednesday is turning into a game 3 watch party, a game 4 watch party at the Bush. They're making me cut my event short so that way it can become a Knicks watch party because they're so successful. I don't care, bitch. Whatever gets people in the door. And you know what? The Bush. Yeah, like they're like, yeah, we have bingo happening, whatever. But the watch party starts at 7:30. I said 7:30. I'm starting bingo at 7. Little do they know, the game doesn't start till 8:30. I'm just trying to get people locked in. Whatever gets people there to listen to me perform, I am happy about it. I should probably go on like a vocal strike tomorrow so that way I have a voice on Wednesday. Good thought. Very good thought. Okay. Game 3 tonight, and then game 4. If they win tonight, game 4 could be a potential sweep of this series, and I'm telling you the city is going to go buck wild. And if I just happen to piggyback this event on the back of my event, game changing for me publicly and maybe famously. All right. Went to Queen's Pride on Sunday. That was really, really cute. So much like good food in that area, really good music, multiple stages. Met up with my friends late, obviously, so everyone was leaving when I was arriving. So this week, things that we have to be excited about. My bingo on Wednesday. Obviously, it's going to be Pride themed and it's going to be Crazy Girls. All right. And then Knicks game 4, obviously. And this Saturday, Brooklyn Pride. The best. The Twilight Parade, the Dykes on Bikes. Mom Donnie was at Queen's Pride. Maybe he will make an appearance at Brooklyn Pride as well. That would be spectacular. So I'm very, very excited for Brooklyn Pride. I plan to be looking crazy and I am so excited. All right. So moving into some current events. I am going to save the gay stuff for my Rave and Grave reviews because I just want to talk really quickly about some straight news. First bit of straight news, Hunter Biden. Okay. Hunter Biden, the son of Joe Biden, who, you know, used to do crack. Now he's on Twitter. People are all like, this is just AI slop. This isn't Hunter Biden. And he's like, I don't know what to tell you. He's like posting photos and videos of himself. He's like, it is literally me. This is just what's up. Like, I am just a crazy person. And all he's doing is just like reading his timeline and responding to people. And the internet is obsessed with him. He's like, yeah, I did crack. I loved it at the time, but it ruined my life. He's like, he is being kind of iconic, but like in like a like the gay people are gagging for it way, so it's kind of toxic, you know? But it was going well for a while, and then of course, you know, like his porn starts like circulating and him like getting a foot job. I don't want that on my timeline. I mean, like, I would look for science, and I did, you know, but that's not what people are talking about. People are talking about how he's like becoming the people's champion for fucking reasons unknown, you know, things not on our bingo card, obviously. So people are like, oh yeah, like what's on the laptop, Hunter? Like, why don't you go do meth again? And he's like, it was crack. Okay, it was crack. Get it right. But alas, like he's saying what's wrong with the world and trying to empathize with people who need another chance, I think, which is okay. The thing that's not okay that Hunter did recently was go on Candace Owens' podcast. Candace Owens is like a Ben Shapiro offshoot, really right wing conspiracy theorist, you know, Charlie Kirk best friend. Okay. And ever since Charlie Kirk died, she has been spreading the conspiracy that Charlie Kirk was killed by Jewish people because he was about to turn on Israel and they wanted to like neutralize the asset. All right. So she is under this conspiracy, and she's also blaming people like Erica Kirk, saying like she was in on it and all of these people were aware and that her friend was killed, Charlie Kirk. Okay. Not great. So I don't think that Hunter Biden should be on her platform or platforming this person or drawing any attention to them, because it is not a good side of the internet that we should be anywhere near. Like, she is a certifiably, seemingly insane woman. But now he is just becoming beloved, and he's trying to bring attention to issues and humanize himself and to bring people together and say, you know, my laptop is available. You know, I used to be a drug and an alcohol addict as well. I have recovered. Everyone deserves a second chance. The economy's in shambles. We need to work together and not separately. And I'm like, yeah, sure, I can get on board with these messages, sure. But like, I'm begging you, please do not run for office. Please, God, do not run for office. And also, you too, catch a stray, Kamala, you too, I'm so sorry. Please don't run for office. Okay, so that's one straight man news. Second straight man news is about Tom Brady, the man who cloned his dog and kisses his kids on the mouth. Remember him? Right? Tom Brady just launched a brand of coconut water, and it is called Good Nut. Good Nut. And when I first heard it, I was like, okay, interesting. And then I thought about it a little more, and I was like, wait, this makes total sense. Total sense. Grown men have been gargling Tom Brady's nuts for years, so they'll be super jazzed for this opportunity to buy Good Nut by Tom fucking Brady. And the ad for it, like the first ad, like the first piece of marketing that they're doing to release it, is where he's like on the phone with someone talking about how good it is, and he won't say the name, because they know it's like kind of like cringe, or like he's embarrassed to say it, because they know that their audience have the sense of humor of 12-year-olds. Speaking of the sense of humor of 12-year-olds, we completely missed the date 6/7. By the way, 6/7/6/7/6/7. I can't believe we missed that yesterday. What the fuck? Huge missed opportunity. It was the weekend of 6/7. We didn't do shit. Okay, we didn't celebrate. We didn't do a group. We didn't do a flash mob 6/7. We didn't do shit. And I think I'm just sick of Tom Brady just like doing these like VC backed ventures. Like, even in downtown Brooklyn, when I'm over by like BAM, when I'm over by my Trader Joe's, my CVS, when I'm over by Barclays, and I see it's called Card Vault by Tom Brady. It's like a trading card store. And I'm like, this heinously ugly trading card store. Like, okay, I guess. Like, my guy, please just go to therapy. I am begging you. Like, we do not need Card Vault, and we certainly do not need Good Nut. All right. So I'm waiting to see what's next from Tom Brady, who is in severe need and in dire need of help, and maybe like just to like rest and be alone with his thoughts. I think like if he had enough time alone with his thoughts and then sharing those thoughts with a professional, maybe he has a chance. All right. I don't think he really has CTE. Maybe. Does Tom Brady have CTEY/N? Okay, actually, good question. So I think I've been noodling on like what I think Tom Brady's next thing is going to be, like what the next Tom Brady product is going to be, and I think it's skincare for men. I think he's like 48 now, And I do think that he is going to enter the skincare or the makeup for men market. I know a retinol for men is coming. Okay. Untapped market. And if you are a VC listening to this, I want to cut. All right. I do not support that man. But if you were to support me financially, I don't know. All right. I don't know. Okay. Moving on. Rave review. Finally, gay people, we get to talk about the Tonys. Okay, the Tonys were yesterday. And if you are not aware, which if you're listening to this, you very much should be, it is the awards for theater productions. Okay, it is Emmys, TV, Grammys, music, Oscars, movies, Tonys, theater. Oh my God, I just did that off rip. I am so smart and so quick-witted. It's amazing. I got a DM today to do one of those like Instagram like first dating shows, like one of those like little like TikTok, we're on the street, like this is your first date type thing, which is so cool that like this account reached out to me to be on their like little Instagram show. I'm so excited. And they were like, name yourself in 3 words. Like, what are 3 words to describe you? And the one that I was thinking like, what do I want to put? Like funny, like that's corny. Like, do I want to put like fun or like enthusiastic or like smart? Like all these words, like they were just like making me so icked out. So I didn't know what to put. So I just put not evil lesbian. And I just hope they get that. Okay. I hope that there is a gay person behind this account. Fucking hope so. All right. If you know somebody, call them. Okay. So the Tonys yesterday, Pink, the artist Pink, hosted them, okay? And I know that Pink is not really into theater because I've been to like a million fucking shows of these past few months. And in the playbills, on like the first or second or third page, it's like a whole article about Pink hosting the Tonys. And in it, she's quoted saying, like, I'm not really into theater, but my daughter is, and she said that I should take this opportunity. All right. And so in a way, I respect it, honestly. Pink is not going to let her complete disinterest in an entire facet of the entertainment industry stop her from getting hoisted up and doing her thing. She will collect that check and they will install those rigs to get her flown around. Pink is doing one thing. She is on a pulley system singing in the air. She is on a pulley system. She is on ropes and she is singing flying through the air, doing her twirls and her twists. And she did exactly that at the Tonys. You know that bitch did. She was on Neil Patrick Harris's back. She was not letting that stop her. She has one gag and she will do that gag every single time. That's how I used to be with the Split. I gotta get back to that. I really do. Okay. So at the Tonys, like I said earlier, none of the shows I've seen, except for Death of a Salesman, won. Okay. So Schmigadoon actually won quite a bit. Schmigadoon, which was a TV show that I think was ultimately canceled, which is produced by Lorne Michaels, who does SNL. It won like best musical. I could not believe that. I was like genuinely surprised. I've been seeing the advertising and I just didn't realize that it was actually going to be like acclaimed. I'm sorry, you guys. I was wasting my time. Okay. Also, Liberation won Best Play. Haven't seen that also. Wasn't even on my roster. Ragtime won for Best Actor and Best Actress. Haven't seen that one either. Just fucking miss after miss. I've seen like 8 shows this year so far, and none of them are on this list. Okay. Choreography, obviously the Jellicle Ball won, as well as costume design, which we'll get to in just a second. I do have tickets for the Jellicle Ball actually coming soon. And then Death of a Salesman won a bit. But the real key to this night was the first ever trans woman to win a Tony in any category. Won for Best Costume Design. Queen Jean for the Jellicle Ball. So congratulations to our girl, Queen Jean. Her acceptance speech was so beautiful about showing up and being seen and taking up space in these spaces. I said, yes, Queen Jean, you are killing it. And I have not seen the costume design yet, but I will soon, baby, and I will be there to support you. Okay? So congratulations to Queen Jean. First trans woman to win a Tony in any category. Feels big. Feels exciting. I am happy. So shout out. And obviously, shout out all the winners, blah, blah, blah. But none for the shows that I've seen. None for Chess, none for Rocky Horror, none for Titanic or anything that I've seen. I am sorry. I don't have any awards either. Okay? I don't have any awards. And you know what? People bitching like, oh, kids all get participation awards. I didn't even get participation awards. I wasn't even participating. If there was a participation award for eating a cheese sandwich and watching Ellen DeGeneres after school every day, I'd have those in spades. Spades. okay? And this is what I meant, those 3 words, not evil lesbian. I was obviously comparing myself to Ellen DeGeneres. What are we doing? Okay. Great reviews. Moving right along. Okay, let's talk about Ashlyn Harris. Ashlyn Harris, former U.S. soccer player and international Hey Mamas exemplar, has a new documentary coming out, and she's in the media promoting this new documentary, talking about her fucking divorce again. Okay, so Ashlyn Harris was on the U.S. women's soccer team. She was a part of the World Cup. She was a part of the Olympics. She looks like a big, tattooed, sort of like blonde mullet, little like sexy mask type, okay? But with like a kind of like high pitched little angel voice. I always thought it was cheeky and cute until she was in a 10-year relationship with another soccer player. I'm not going to call it football, okay? I'm not going to call it football yet. It's not the World Cup yet. I'm going to just call it soccer, okay? We're just going to be fine with that, all right? She's in a 10-year relationship with Ali Krieger, another soccer player, and a beautiful woman, right? They were together for like 10 years. They have 2 adopted children together, black children, mind you, okay? And so when their kids are like very, very young, this is like, 3-4 years ago, Ashlyn divorces Ali, okay? And apparently it was like very much out of the blue, and it was while Ali was still playing soccer and like in the finals, I believe, with Gotham while she was playing soccer. So like, kind of crazy, okay? Kind of crazy. So Ashlyn has been really, really panned in the media, right? Like everyone turned on her, everyone hated her because Ali Krieger, her now ex-wife, was like absolutely beloved. And it came out that she was blindsided, right? They have these 2 kids, and Ashlyn was the one who initiated it. And then she was like seen pretty soon after with her now 3-year-long relationship with Sophia Bush, okay? So she was really, really disliked for how she treated Ali Krieger and then how quickly she moved on. There were cheating allegations, things like that, okay? So the whole world hated her. She really was not doing well. I think like mentally really took a toll on her, which it would on anyone, okay? So this documentary is coming out exclusively on the Roku channel. Don't worry, you guys. It's only on the Roku channel, okay? So we don't have to worry that like a big box picked this up, okay? It's called Game Changers, the Ashlyn Harris story on the Roku channel starting on June 8th, so today, okay? And they're like, follow the story of 2-time World Cup winner. And I was like, 2-time World Cup winner, 0 minutes played, right? She was the backup goalie for both World Cups. Ashlyn and I both played the same amount of minutes in the World Cup with the U.S. team, okay? And that is 0, all right? But collect your check, girl, okay? And that's not saying you can't change the game just because you have 0 minutes, all right? We all have the same number of minutes, and I have still no awards still to this day, okay? And so now she's doing media for it, and mostly she just wanted to bring attention to being out and being queer and what that meant like for her and the people who, allowed her that freedom and how she wants to change the world and how she did sort of like help this next generation, which I do think, right? Like her and Ali Krieger were a big deal. So she's coming out promoting this new, Game Changers documentary. It's like only an hour long or only like 50 minutes long. Game changer, 50 minutes long, kind of crazy, but okay. So in the promo for it, there's a lot of talk about the divorce and Ali Krieger, and it just feels like headline vibes, like attention farming vibes. She is quoted in an interview saying, I don't resent or regret anything about the life that I built with Ali Krieger. It just wasn't for me. I find that behavior so corny and so lame, bro. Like, what is this, fucking ice cream flavors? Not for you? That is your wife. Oh my God, you have 2 little kids that you just adopted. And not for nothing, but like they were together for like 8 years before they got married too. It's just like a bitch who will date you. It's like the Miguel situation. Remember, like, this is probably years ago now. Miguel dated his girlfriend for like 10 years. They finally got married, instantly divorce. He like cheats or like there was like infidelity, or I think they just like realized they weren't meant to be together. I'm like, yo, I feel crazy. But like my point about Ashlyn is if you want to use your platform to reach people and to help queer youth, then like go off. I think it's great that you can be supporting queer youth and bringing attention to it and creating safe spaces. But it's a lot of just like wanting to clear your name, it feels like, or like gain sympathy for how difficult it was when the internet hated you, or to like clear your name and be like, there wasn't cheating with Sophia. Great. And once again, in a similar interview, she's talking about how it's their like 3-year anniversary, how she's been with Sophia for 3 years now, and she's exploding with love for her, and they can't keep their hands off each other. And I'm like, girl, go pick up your kids. What are we doing? What are we doing? So, what I have to say is, have we tried shutting up? That goes in the category of have we tried shutting up? And Tom Brady, I would also say, have we tried therapy? Okay, so those two, I'm going to give them a combo. Okay. My I'm sorry for this week goes out to J-Lo. J-Lo is promoting this new movie that she has with the guy from Ted Lasso. Okay. It's about like, work relationships or something like that. And she's in this interview, and in the interview she is quoted saying everything she does it for the gays. She says, I'm like, are the gays going to love this? It has to be more cunty. It has to be all the things, or else the gays aren't going to love it. If you don't love it, then what's it even for? That's what she said. She said ever since she hosted Pride, it changed her. And she realized the core of her fan base is gay people, and they are the ones that have been putting her on their shoulders. And therefore, she is trying to be as cunty as possible for her community and her fans. And I'm like, thanks, J-Lo, but did we ask for the documentary about Ben Affleck? Girl. But her delusion really does remind me of the gay community. Like, I'm with it. And listen, some things she is doing for the gay community. Hustlers, I felt like that was for us. Okay. Kiss of the Spider Woman, maybe. Jiggly, camp, obviously. Selena, obviously, yeah. So, like, I'm going to let this one slide. And J-Lo, I'm sorry you had to cancel your tour because nobody bought tickets, but are you really doing everything for the gays? Unclear. Are you pandering? Yes. Do I appreciate it? Yes. Especially now. Okay. Feel free to pander on, J-Lo. Do your best. Songs of the week this week are going to be High Hopes 3000 by Role Model, the new single off of his new album coming soon. So excited about it. And then Replay by Zendaya, an oldie but a goodie, over 10 years old. That shit still hits. And Zendaya, come back to music, girl. I know that you're on your way to Emmys and Oscars and all this shit, but like, if you came back to music, it'd be cool. Imagine. Oh my God, imagine. Okay. So that's all for this week. And I'm going to try to be inside for a couple days so that way I could regain my energy. I feel like a sim. Like when your Sims, like all of their little like bars are on low, and then you just like feed them a meal and to have them take a shower and like go to sleep so that they can get all their bars back to green. That's how I feel. The things that I need, like I feel like I need so many things. I need so many things. Like too many days in a row I was outside, I need to channel the merciless ego of Ashlyn Harris, the forgiveness of Hunter Biden, the delusion of J-Lo, the willingness to go broke of Patagonia, and I will be successful. And also the undiagnosed mental challenges of Tom Brady, as well as Pink's ability to embed her one signature move into every single thing that she does and gets paid to do. And also to be successful, I would need to do whatever John Travolta is doing with his hats as well. And then I will find life's true purpose. Okay? Self-love, maxing, baby. We are doing it. And you know what? I made my appointment to go blonde, you guys. I really did it. July 5th. I'm going blonde on a Sunday, okay? And I'm genuinely like really nervous to do it because I'm worried it's going to fuck my shit up and kill my hair. But fuck it, we ball. You know what I'm saying? If blonde is happening and if it burns my shit clean off, I'll just move. I'll just move. But that is it for me. It has been an absolute pleasure to be here with all of you. I've missed you so much. I cannot wait to see you all at my event this week. We will be back next week talking about Brooklyn Pride, talking about bingo, talking about all the dumb shit we got into in the meantime. But until then, this has been Gay Rave. I am the Gabby L, and the L is for say it with me. Love you. Bye.
That's what she said. And you know what? What was that? Okay, James.